Today, we're diving into how AI is completely rewiring the real estate industry. And I'm not just talking about a couple of new apps. No, this is a seismic shift. It's creating these incredible new opportunities, but at the same time, it's bringing some very, very serious new risks. It's a story about massive disruption and now some much-needed discipline. Okay, let's start with a number that should really make you sit up and pay attention. $600 billion. That's what manual data entry errors cost U.S. businesses every single year. It's an almost unbelievable amount of waste, and it perfectly sets the stage for the massive problem that AI is now stepping in to solve, especially in an industry like real estate that is just drowning in data. So, what's behind all this wasted money? Well, it comes down to a concept called the operator tax. Now, this isn't a tax you pay to the government. Think of it as the hidden cost of paying smart, talented people to basically be human glue. They spend their days manually connecting all these powerful software tools that just don't talk to each other. It's the time they burn just to keep the lights on. And for decades, the real estate industry has been paying this operator tax big time. It's a world that was traditionally built on manual processes, on disconnected tech, creating a system that is just painfully slow, wildly expensive, and frankly ripe for a major overhaul. This is what we call the fragmentation trap. You've got more than 60% of commercial real estate firms still relying on old, outdated tech. And what that means is their most important data is stuck in all these different silos. The fallout from this is huge. We're talking growth that's nearly 20% slower and software costs that can be up to 60% higher than they should be. And to put an even finer point on the financial bleeding, just think about the 1 to 10 to 100 rule. It's a classic idea, but it's so true. It costs you $1 to prevent a data error from happening in the first place. It costs you $10 to fix it later. And it costs a whopping $100 to clean up the mess after that error causes a real business failure. So yeah, the operator tax isn't just about inefficiency. It's about a massive escalating financial risk. Okay. So if the problem is a tax on human effort, the solution is to bring in a totally new kind of workforce, right? And this is exactly where the digital workforce comes in. It's powered by AI, and it is specifically designed to automate the exact task that created that tax in the first place. And make no mistake, this is not some far-off futuristic trend. The market for AI in real estate absolutely exploded, shooting up from $163 billion in 2022 to $226 billion in 2023. That's a growth rate of over 37% in 1 year. This is happening right now, and it is happening incredibly fast. So, what does this digital workforce actually look like? Well, you can really think of it just like a company's org chart. At the very top, you might have an executive AI that orchestrates the whole operation. Sitting below that, you have your virtual managers, kind of like an AI-powered CFO or sales director overseeing entire departments. And then on the front lines, you have the task agents. These are the specialists handling specific nitty-gritty jobs. And this before and after picture really makes the impact crystal clear. Before AI, an inbound lead calls overnight, it goes to voicemail. That's a lost opportunity. But after AI, you have a task agent we could call Riley the Inquirer, engaging that new lead 24/7 within seconds. Or think about a bookkeeper manually typing in invoice data. Now Leo the Ledger just automatically rips the data out and creates the bill. No human hands involved. This is the operator tax getting erased in real time. And the impact on the bottom line is just enormous. Did you know that responding to a sales lead within the first 5 minutes makes you 21 times more likely to convert them? A person can't always guarantee that kind of speed, but an AI agent can every single time. That is a massive game-changing competitive advantage. And you knew there was a but coming, right? It's not all smooth sailing. This incredible new power brings with it a whole new set of complications, because these algorithms, as smart as they carry their own hidden and sometimes catastrophic risks. And here is the price tag for getting it wrong, a negative $500 million. That was the staggering loss that Zillow took on its iBuying program. They built this super advanced predictive AI, but it was being fed bad, inconsistent data from their operations. The result was a classic case of garbage in, garbage out, a massive financial write-off and a huge cautionary tale for the whole industry. But the risk here isn't just about money. A legal analysis from the firm Davo and Plimpton points to a much more subtle but maybe even more serious problem: the very real potential for AI models to end up replicating systemic inaccuracies and historical patterns of discrimination. Basically, if the old data you train an AI on is biased, well, guess what? Its predictions are going to be biased too. The specific technology at the heart of this whole concern is called an Automated Valuation Model, or AVM. These are the AI-powered systems that mortgage lenders are using to figure out how much a property is worth. And because they're making these huge financial decisions automatically, they are now under some very intense regulatory scrutiny. Which brings us to the next chapter of the story: discipline. In response to these exact risks we've been talking about, federal regulators are now stepping in to write a whole new rule book for this new era of real estate tech. So, according to the analysis by DB Voice and Plimpton, a new federal rule has been approved by agencies like the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and it establishes a really clear set of quality control standards for any company using these AVMs to value property. So what are these new rules? Well, it really boils down to 5 big standards. Number 1, the AI model has to give you valuations with a high degree of confidence. 2, you need safeguards to protect against data tampering. 3, you've got to avoid conflicts of interest. 4, companies have to do random sample testing. And 5, and this is a big one, it must comply with non-discrimination laws. And that 5th standard, that is a really, really big deal. For the very first time, this is a brand new separate obligation. Regulators are explicitly telling companies, you must build policies and systems specifically to make sure your AI isn't discriminatory. It's a direct shot at that risk of replicating historical bias. So, we have the disruption, and now we have the discipline. That brings us to the resolution, a practical playbook for how companies can actually get through this new landscape and adopt AI smartly, responsibly, and most of all, effectively. So, where do you even start? Well, experts lay out a pretty clear 5-step approach. First, you've got to build AI literacy for your entire staff so they know what it can and can't do. Second, you need clear usage policies for the whole company. Third, create a governance framework for how AI is actually managed. Fourth, you have to vet your AI vendors carefully. And fifth, you've got to be constantly monitoring performance and be ready to update your policies as this tech continues to evolve. Finally, there's a huge strategic choice to make. You can go with standalone AI tools, but those force your team to constantly jump between different apps, which slows them down and brings back that risk of manual error. The much smarter way to go is embedded AI tools that work directly inside your main operating software. This gives the AI the full picture, the full context, which makes a world of difference for accuracy and efficiency. And that right there is really the ultimate question. AI isn't just another tool anymore. It's quickly becoming a full-on digital workforce. The disruption is here, and the discipline, the rules are now being written into law. So it's no longer a question of if this is going to change your business. The only question left is, are you ready to manage it? Looking to grow your real estate business with powerful, easy-to-use marketing tools? Start your 14-day free trial with Nextvert and unlock everything you need to attract more buyers, generate high-quality leads, and stay ahead of the market. Get full access, no commitments, no contracts, and absolutely no credit card required. Whether you're a solo agent, a brokerage, or a property management team, Nextvert helps you automate your marketing, streamline operations, and showcase your listings with ease. See how Nextvert can help you close more deals? Visit nextvert.com to begin your free trial today.